Hi guys, happy Thursday. I just want to offer you guys a few tips on recruiting. That is something that I have a true passion for because it gives us the opportunity to help somebody. And Scentsy is the best product ever to help somebody. And it just makes you feel good when you feel like you can help somebody. So anyway, some of the things that I do, especially when meeting people that you don't know, and that's the biggest challenge that we all face, like what in the world will you do when you meet somebody brand new? It's only so much you could do with the same people that you know because you've reached all those people in your circle. One thing we know, we've been all told to create a list of 100 people we know, and we work that list. You don't forget those people that you know. You work that list first. You go down the list and you just share the opportunity with everybody. I like to say share the opportunity, host, and buy in that order. For example, extend the opportunity to join first. And if that doesn't work right then you talk about how they can get free and half off stuff by hosting a party. And a party can be an online party, it can be a home party, it can be a basket party, various ways to do that. And if that doesn't work, then of course ask them to buy. But you have to first share the product through experience, through getting half off host rewards, through a party, and of course buying products. So that's the order that I like to take it in. So when you go places like McDonald's or Chick-fil-A and restaurants, a lot of us are just so busy and we find ourselves just running through the drive-thru always because we want to be in and out. So we miss things when we do that. So I want you guys to start getting out of your car. I want you to get out of your car. I want you to go inside of the places so you can meet people. Meeting people is the best way to get people to join your team. Some of the things that I do when I get out and meet people when I don't know them and I'm meeting them for the very first time, you want to find something in common with that person. You want to connect with them. And I find the easiest way to do that is to take a look at your surroundings. First of all, look at your surroundings. Look at who's around you. Think about what you want to say to that person before you say it. I'll give you some examples. Let's say that a person has a child with them. Well, it's a girl, boy, doesn't matter. What you want to do is say, oh my gosh, you had the cutest kid. I just love kids. And in my case, I have a granddaughter. I have a granddaughter. She's 2 years old. Well, will be soon. She'll be 2 years old soon. And I absolutely love my granddaughter. So right away, I made a connection with that person with the child. Well, let's say the person does not have a child with them. Let's say that they are traveling alone. What is it that you could say to a person when they're all alone? You could take a look at them. What if they're wearing some shoes that you may want to get a pair of? Let's say that they have some purple hair and you love purple. Let's say they have on a jacket and the jacket has some real pretty designs on it. Whatever it is, point out something that stands out about that person. Focus on that. And say, oh, by the way, I absolutely love your shoes. And I love the best walking shoes because I'm a walker. Do you walk? Do you run? Right away, you're trying to make connection with that person. And they're going to respond to you. And they may say, yes, I do run. Oh my goodness, you do? Girl, I walk I don't run, but I walk. And I walk maybe 10,000 steps a day. I try to, for the most part. I even have a watch that I keep track of my steps. You see where I'm going, guys? You're striking some conversation with people. And what you're doing it via finding something in common. You find yourselves breaking ice when you can make some kind of connection with a person. Give you another example. When you meet somebody, you can say something like, oh my gosh, you're not going to say this to the customer, but just to see where I'm going with this, guys. Okay, oh my gosh, you got 2 eyes. I got 2 eyes. You got 2 ears. I got 2 ears. We got something in common. We automatically connected. Okay, it could be somewhere you've gone to, maybe if you have a pet, you taking your pet to the groomer. And you say, oh my gosh, your dog is so cute. What kind is he? And they tell you. And you start sharing dog stories. It's amazing to see how you connect with people when you start sharing things. that you have in common. I give you another example. Sometimes when I go places and I may see somebody who's very patriotic, they may have on a flag type jacket or something like that, or they may even have on a uniform. And what I'm going to do is say, oh my gosh, are you in the military? And they'll say, yes. And what branch are you in? Oh, I'm in the Air Force. Oh my goodness, my son was in the Air Force. He served 14 years in the Air Force. I have a thing about people in the armed forces. Thank you so much for your service. Okay, what if you meet a police officer? Thank the police officer for his service or for her service. So you see where I'm going with this, guys? You're making some connections. You're finding something to talk about that you have in common. Now, you got to be genuine when you say this. Now, if you go into Walmart and you see somebody with some rollers in their hair, you're not going to say, oh my gosh, I love your hair, and they got rollers in their hair. Nope, not. That is not genuine. So when you're paying a compliment to somebody, be genuine in doing so. You'd be surprised to see what you will get from that conversation. I do this pretty often. If I see somebody, I'm going to pay a compliment to them. I just do that. Ask them how they're doing. Ask them how's their day. Sometimes people just may be having a tough day, and they just need somebody to come along and say, how are you doing today? Something as basic as that. And you always want to have a sample with you, because as you start talking to people, especially in a grocery store line, as you're standing there, sometimes I'll go and find the longest line to get into, just so I can have a conversation with somebody. So as I'm standing in the line and we start striking a conversation, I start talking about all the things that we have in common. And I'll say, oh my gosh, well, you know what? Have you heard of Scentsy before? And then they tell you yes or no. If they say no, and you can say something like, oh my gosh, do you like fragrances? Do you like your house to smell good? And they tell you, yeah, I like my house to smell good. Oh my gosh, girlfriend, I got to share something with you. I got this sample that I want to share with you. And guess what? When you take a look at how awesome these products are, and I'm going to we're going to share information. I need your information as well, because what I do for my customers, for the very first time they make a purchase, I want to make sure that you get a discount on your first purchase. So I want us to stay connected. Please give me your information so that I can make sure that you know about those specials that we have in the future. Just like that, guys. It's amazing to see how people will be relaxed enough to share that information with you. Oh, by the way, are you on Facebook? Oh, by the way, are you on Instagram? Whatever platform you're on, connect with them. First of all, you've already made something, you already shared something you have in common. So by now, they feel good about sharing information with you. I don't know what better way to connect with new people to join your team or customers than to find something you have in common. That is the easiest way to really connect with people, guys. This is the reason why my recruiting is so strong, for that very reason. Even when I work events, when I'm at events and people come to my booth, I strike conversation with them. I get to know them. Go out there, guys, and get to know new people. And when I hear people saying, well, I don't have anybody else to sell to, I run out of people, they're not buying anymore. Guys, you got to get out. You got to get out there and meet new people, but you got to be prepared. Are you prepared to meet new people? Strike those conversations, guys. Find something that you have in common. It could be, oh my gosh, I love your hair. Your hair is purple. And guess what? My color is purple. I love purple. I love myself some purple hair. Whatever the case may be, find something that you connect with that person, and you'd be surprised to see how far you get to go with that person. I'm going to tell you guys, let the history show. Well, year before, the very first year that I was very successful in sponsoring, I hit 76. I recruited 76 people in 1 year. Then the next year, I recruited 88 people. So those have been my top 2 sponsoring years, because I really stretched out there. I started connecting with people to find what we have in common. People like for you to show them that you care about them. That's all you got to do, guys. Go out there and share with them something that's going to make them feel good. Okay, that's what we do, guys. We're Scentsy consultants. We're out there spreading the love, spreading the world, spread out there to the world. Let people know how awesome we are, and how great the company is, and how great our products are, and just have a smile on your face when you talk to people. Have a Scentsy bar with you. I know one time another team member was saying that when she go in the store, she have a Scentsy bar with her, and she'll say, "Can you smell my wax? Can you smell my wax? I just want you to smell my wax." So anyway, guys, I hope you guys are having a great Thursday. Take care, guys. Love you. Bye.